Well, hello, I'm David Freeman with Is That Really in the Bible? You know, it's been said that those who do not learn the lessons of history are bound to repeat them. Well, today I want to look at a lesson in history, the story of Noah. I just recently got back from Kentucky. Me and my wife went down to visit the Ark Encounter. Ken Ham built a $100 million ark, the length of a football field, 3 stories high. It was a fascinating experience. If you get a chance, by all means, go down there. It's about a 6-hour drive and visit the Ark Encounter. It had a powerful impact on me. I'm a kinesthetic learner. And for those who don't know what that means when people learn by carrying out physical activity instead of just being lectured to. And so I'm sort of a hands-on type of person, and that's how I learn. You know, it's one thing to read about Noah and the ark. It's another thing to actually experience it and to walk into this huge, massive ship and they have all the sounds, you know, the animals playing and the rain on the roof, the thunder. I tell you, if they could have just made that floor move a little bit like it was swaying, that would have really been authentic, but they couldn't do that. But still, it's a great experience, the Ark Encounter. And one of the things that touched me the most was that on this ark, there is one door, only one door, big door, and the judgment of God had come upon man because of his sins and rebellion. And there were 8 people who went through that door and who were saved. And of course the animals also. But this one door they had to go through in order to be saved. And of course Jesus said in John 10 and verse 9, he said, I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved. Powerful concept, powerful concept. Now, Hebrews 11 and verse 7 says this. It says, by faith, Noah being warned of God of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house. You know, I have found that it's hard to live by faith. You know, Noah worked on this ark for over 100 years, I believe. And he was about 500 years old when he started. And I think it was 600 or a little over 600 when he entered the ark. And of course, Genesis 6 and verse 3 tells us about God's judgment and the time period here. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. In other words, during this time period, the ark was built, and after 120 years, the jig was going to be up. And during that time period, you know, can you imagine, I said it was hard to live by faith. Can you imagine the mockery? Here's nutty Noah building a boat on dry ground, on a hillside, you know. There's no water, there's no rain. I mean, this went on every single day. That's what I mean. The living by faith, pursuing it and doing it every single day. You have to get up and do it all over again. That's what I mean. It's hard to live by faith. By faith, Noah being warned of God of things not seen as yet. No rain had started yet, and yet he kept doing the work. He kept doing the thing that God wanted him to do. Man, powerful example of living by faith. In the face of opposition, he lived by faith.